Welcome back to the podcast that rocks, weekly podcast that talks about news of the world of rock, metal, alternative, and everything in between. My name is Luke.
My name is Alex.
And my name is Rowan.
Thank you so much coming from this Midwesterner to all of you. We are very happy to see all the Steves in the chat room right now. If we get 50 likes in the chat, we will play at least one round of Festival Rock or Flop, where we book some random festivals for all of you to see. We'll get to that funny part of the festivals later, because we have another random festival we're going to talk about in our main story that's not going to be as fun. We'll get to that in a minute. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us on January 14th. Alex, how are you?
I am stoked on this National Bagel Day. Thanks for asking.
I did not know that. I should have gotten a bagel. Rowan, how are you?
A little bit sick. Also did not know it was National Bagel Day. I wish I did. I live in New York, the home of bagels.
You walk.
Y'all, I lied.
Yeah.
Bagel Day's tomorrow. Today's pastrami sandwich day.
I can literally just walk out to the homeless guy who just sits in front of my building and I could probably get a bagel from him.
Two things. One, I want bagels now. Two, before we started the podcast live, there were two podcast co-hosts that shall go nameless that made fun of me for not knowing what day of the week it was. Well, looks like I'm not the only one who doesn't know what day of the week it is.
I just got gobsmacked.
Yeah. Bagel smacks.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Wait,
oh,
which two podcast co-hosts are you talking about?
No. Sorry, the Bagel Day thing went over my head. I was like, I was checking chat if someone else said, "Oh, Happy Tuesday, guys."
Alex,
yeah,
is he talking about me?
I don't know. I'm stuck on bagels now. I'm in the future.
We were making fun of him before. He thought it was Tuesday.
Right? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Bagels in the middle of Grand Central Station. I would not eat those.
Please don't.
Yeah, no, dude, there's actual food stands in Grand Central.
No, I get that too. I'm just saying if you find a bagel.
No,
you
cannot
find a bagel on the ground. It doesn't matter where you are. Don't pick it up.
Oh, there's some places worse than others, though. I will admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. I guess we cannot enjoy bagel talk forever. This is not Bagel Cast, unfortunately.
I don't know, rebrand?
For those who are not aware, there's sometimes before we get to the main story, I'll try to drag it out just a little, the back and forth, because I don't want to get to everything involved in the main story. Guess what week it is? Thank you. Oh, it's not Taco Tuesday, you goofs. Yeah, well, it should be. Are we ready?
Hot pastrami sandwich day. What is happening?
Hot
I'm trying to make myself. I'm atoning myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not Bagel Day. It's Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day.
It has to be something else today.
Is it Bagel Day or is it Hot Pastrami Day? You can't have both on the same day. You get one day.
Bagel Day is tomorrow.
Is it?
Rowan, you got less than 4 hours till Bagel Day, okay? You can make it.
I'm just saying, though, if it was Hot Pastrami Day, I would have gone to Cats.
Sorry, I should have told you earlier. That was my bad.
We're all on bagel. We need to sync our bagel calendars and bagel notifications, obviously.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to share my screen with my friends. I'm sorry, friends. Get it? Because we're talking about Rock the Country, the new tour going across America where Kid Rock tries to degrade people. Talk about the nation and how we can all come together through division of politics. Come together through music and what we love. So there was a lot of this was newsworthy, okay? I'm not going to try to downplay it and say no one cares, okay? This was a big newsworthy thing that happened that got dropped this week. There was backlash. As with all things for Kid Rock, not even music fans, there's always backlash. Some of the names on this list are big. There are 8 tour dates, and this is where I'm going to get to the first part of it. This is my thing that I looked up. Some of these 8 small towns are not that small at all. In fact, I lived in one of them for 6 months in Ocala, Florida. It's only an hour and a half north of Orlando. It's not a tiny town as this graphic and demographic pandering thing would like you to believe. Another, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. While South Dakota's low population, Sioux Falls is not a small town. You see what I'm getting with this? Yeah. They're trying to make it sound like they're going to the small towns that never get anything. The mom and pop shops and the gas station community center type stuff, you know?
The small Midwest towns that never get enough love.
Yeah. And also, wait, is there, okay, there's one Midwest stop in Michigan. South Dakota, okay, I'll put South Dakota on there too, so 2. Texas, Belleville, Texas, not small.
You know, this feels like, try that in a small town. Sir, you live in Scottsdale.
Yes, exactly. Also, the creator of that song, Try That in a Small Town, was from Macon, Georgia, the second largest city in Georgia. So it's that demographic this is pandering city, rock the country, pander the country. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to go into more details about the locations and stuff. Tickets will sell because of how they're aiming this. Okay, here's the thing. Depending on what city you go to, those are the acts you get. The biggest backlash I saw were some of the names the two of the big names in the top billing, Creed and Shinedown. Shinedown especially probably got more flack than they've had in a long, long time. On all socials, their own included, about being a part of Pander the Country. And,
Honestly,
yeah, go ahead.
I can't remember if it was one of you guys who said it or one of the people in our chat who told me, because I talked to some of them on Instagram. Like, from what I heard, the guitarist is actually very left-leaning. Like, and he's like been very vocal about like his criticism of ICE and all that stuff. So it's just like it's funny that he's allowed like the band to kind of take a part of this.
There's other names too that I'm surprised that are not country or not rock that I'm surprised are wanting to be a part of this. Ludacris, and Nelly.
Yeah.
From my St. Louis heart. No one who's going to this festival is coming to see Nelly. Hate to say it.
I don't know. Nelly does really good with some of the country.
That's fine. Yeah, my point still stands. Ludacris is also an odd one. In my latest video that's on early access, if you're coming to see Lynyrd Skynyrd, be prepared for it to be a Lynyrd Skynyrd tribute act because none of the surviving members are alive. It's just family or other people that are performing as Lynyrd Skynyrd. That's been going on for a while. But also, I look at names because they have the country stuff. The Blake Sheltons, the Jason Aldeans. Oh, wait, let me get it. The Jason Aldeans. The Miranda Lamberts. Okay. The Brantley Gilberts. Some of these are obvious. The Aaron Lewises. I can play that a lot, unfortunately. I kept scanning down. You know who else I saw in the finer notes at the very bottom when it's alphabetical? Danny Warsnop solo.
Oh, God. Why?
So we all asked what Asking Alexandria was going to do to bounce back last year. Boy, did we wish on a monkey's paw.
Yep.
Why?
So,
I saw that and I'm like,
I saw too,
right
and I double checked. Like,
I didn't even know that.
It's the same guy, right? It's the same Danny Warsnop. I did it too.
Nope, sorry, I'm kind of like, oh my God, no, yeah, now I'm seeing it. I didn't look that far down because like these are mostly country acts, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know or care for country too much. That's upsetting though, honestly.
Danny Warsnop, same day as Jason Aldean in Hastings, Michigan.
Goodness, Michigan. So everyone in Michigan, even if I've had some issues with Detroit sports teams come from St. Louis, we welcome you for a day. Come visit to other cities. Go to Missouri, go to Illinois. I know there's sports rivalries. You don't want to be in the state grounds. Also, someone said in the chat, what? No drunk Wes Scantlin? Puddle of Mud wasn't even good enough to get invited into this, and that's awful. So, tickets are available as for each city. Again, depending on which city you go to. And I'm not saying small towns. A lot of these are not small towns. That's what you get. I think Creed and Shinedown are in the same show, whichever date that is. So that one's a little more rock focused. There are definitely more country focused ones. But keep in mind, this is all a festival for the people, so long as you think a certain way and are a certain race. Yeah. Also, finally, about Ocala. Ocala is, Florida is always gets the jokes for being old. Ocala is old. This is where all the retired horse farmers and horse equestrian people retire, with horse farms. That's like people around the country go to retire there in Florida because it's such like a good horse area. That's old, not cowboy, but old, like horse loving people. That's where they're going in Florida. So let's take some thoughts from our other podcast host. Alex, what do you think? Sorry, I don't know how else to segue into it.
I mean, it's on brand. All of these bands, it works for what they're trying to do here. I am
These bands do
surprised,
not.
as we've established by Ludacris and Nelly. I'm disappointed in Shinedown. Everything else is pretty on point.
Someone just said they unsubbed because I'm making fun of Kid Rock and Puddle of Mud.
Do they not know your channel?
Rats!
Darn.
First day on YouTube in general?
Dude, this is like as if this is the first time you have ever made fun of either.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I really bit my tongue about those acts for a long time, guys.
Oh my god, sacrilege.
They're your
It's like
favorite.
breaking
Yeah, I
news.
know, right? I
Like
keep
Kid
it. I
Rock.
keep my thoughts to myself. Also, someone said fair comment, and I get it. I'm excited for Jelly Roll, though. He is a big name. People will buy tickets for that just for him. I'm not making
Yeah.
that up either. They will. I'm not saying every band on here is crap. I like Shinedown. What I'm saying is, why Shinedown? Why?
Exactly. Why?
Why, Danny Warsnop? Why? Not even the festival. Just general life questions. Why?
That is fair because him being on this festival makes sense.
Yeah, the British guy also. That's exactly what Rock
British-
the Country is going to want to hear.
The British metalcore singer who tried to go into country and probably had just about as much success as like MGK did trying to do pop.
Yeah, and
They're
also,
both still trying.
yes, they are. Also, someone said, yeah, I don't know who booked Creed to this. It does feel like an odd fit, especially with the Creed's super popular comeback they've had the last few years. Like, huge. And then they do this. It does feel weird, even if it's just for one show. You know?
I could see the people who would want to go to the show also being ride or die Creed fans even before
Yes.
the comeback.
I can see that too.
That's kind of what I was going to say. The fan base definitely feels right there, but I also kind of agree with you. But like, with what Creed has done this past year, it
Yes.
feels a little off for them, from their point of view, not from the fans' point of view, because this fits for the fan base.
Yes. But it does feel like this is, like, Creed could do better than this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Rowan, any thoughts on this before I make another point? Like, we'll stay on topic, but I want to shift gears. Rowan, any thoughts on this before that?
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, like, this just isn't really, like, my cup of tea. I like Shinedown, I like Creed, I used to like Danny Warsnop. I don't really, here's the thing, though, it's like, I don't care for country. I don't know,
Sure.
like, 90% of these names. So, I mean, like, honestly, all I have to see is that, like, oh, Kid Rock, Blake Shelton. It's like, okay, yeah, this is just not me, so I'm not even gonna bother even like looking at where the tour dates are.
Okay. Serious question, or actually serious question right now before we go to something to prove a point. How old are Brooks and Dunn? Because my grandma remembers and seeing going to see Brooks and Dunn. And my grandma has been deceased since 2016.
Oh shit.
I know.
That's old. Hank Williams Jr., you know?
Hicks Brooks is 70.
Okay. I mean, that's about right, yeah? 70.
Ronnie Dunn, 72.
72 and 70. Rock the country.
Woo!
Jeez.
You know what? No age shaming here. Some of the rock stars we look up to
It's true.
are still kicking.
Rob
in their
Halford
70s.
could put a lot of these people to shame. I cannot deny that. So
Yeah.
Mick Jagger still has moves.
Mick Jagger, the residual drug amounts in his system are keeping him moving around.
Yeah,
Like
him and Keith Richards.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Formaldehyde, I swear.
Yeah, yes. It's residual formaldehyde that formed since the 80s. Yes. Okay. To prove a point, what else got booked this year that has some of the same bands or just got booked this week and announced? Bottle Rock Festival in Napa Valley. And I'm flashing that on screen right now. That's
also in this one. Oh my
also, this is totally multi-genre, how Rock the Country pretends to be, but this is not pandering pity train. They're not even pandering to the hipsters like Coachella does. This is true California, by the way. And Bottle Rock's been going on for a long time, but you look at this and go, I get it. And I get why they're doing it. It does have something for everyone. It has names old and new. And I don't feel like it's going to be unsafe in the parking lot.
That's fair.
I gotta ask. I genuinely did not know this. I see Paris Jackson's name in this. Mm-hmm. Does she do music?
I think she does music and DJ stuff too.
I didn't even know that. I thought she was just like Sean Lennon. She just grabs her dad's residual checks.
No, she does stuff. I'm pretty sure.
For her, I guess.
Yeah. But
This
again,
is literally the first time I've ever seen her on a bill.
yeah,
So.
like there's country artists peppered into this, and I don't love every name, but they still have a lot of stuff worth seeing. And I, again, don't feel like this is pandering at all. Okay?
This is so broad.
Yes. It's broad in an appropriate way that you understand, you know? Because like Teddy Swims, a new country name, but a big name. Okay, that's a big name and a big deal for a newer artist as well. But they also got Foo Fighters, Backstreet Boys, Lorde, Lil Wayne. Then you go to the smaller font, they have everything from Ludacris, also at the other festival, to Papa Roach. They have The Warning. They have Tom Morello. They have Joe Jett. They also have Shaka Khan. Boy, is that a throwback. But then they also have other things too. So you get it. The reason I point this up for Bottle Rock doing this, Rock the Country was deliberate targeting and pandering. They're not trying to make an inclusive, broad festival. They are doubling and tripling down on small town demographics. For everyone listening on the podcast, I did the biggest quote fingers I could on that. So that's why I wanted to make that point. This is 100% aimed at a specific audience, not the music. The music is way secondary on something like this. So... that was my little spiel on that one.
I like it. I like the contrast you placed there.
I love how the ad playing next to it is like some bald eagle reef. Like they're just adding to the patriotism.
Oh, Loudwire and your whatever this is. I can't blame Loudwire because that's like AdSense and Google stuff. That's not on Loudwire. Oh,
the ads
no.
built around your search
Oh,
history.
no. Google, because all the Rock the Country stuff I've been looking up, my search history and my ad shows are going to be awful this week. Gross.
You guys don't want to know what my ads are this week.
Would you have to look for work stuff? Yeah. No, thanks.
Yeah.
You keep
Guys,
that to yourself.
Do you
I
guys
will.
not have ad blockers?
No. Because I have to test stuff, you know, for work.
I
and
do,
things.
but like
Yeah.
I also have to test stuff too.
There's search engines with built-in ad blockers.
there are.
I'm using one right now.
Yeah, but I also work in marketing and advertising, and I need to make sure the ads work, so I just be constantly toggling it on and off all day. So, everyone in the chat, the Steves, which would you rather go to, Bottle Rock or any of the 8 dates of Rock the Country? Keep in mind,
Bottle Rock.
yeah, your ads are going to be cooked, Luke. Yeah, I know. I don't know. This is, yeah, and I get Bottle Rock going to be way more expensive. I actually, we'll do this and move on.
You're gonna make us play the game.
This could be a terrible idea.
Dang it.
Which city we go? Let's do Ocala because I called out Ocala already. There are no currently. Tickets aren't even on sale yet. Well, we can't play the game.
Darn.
Rats.
Woo!
Really? You'd think they'd be trying to milk people's money as fast as they could. What do you know?
Is the May date? Oh, okay. Look at that.
No. I just tried the first one.
Players game. Oh well.
Yeah, man, you'd think they'd be ready to go with that, man. Oh goodness, you could like look at the lineup and it shows like images. It's a who's who of oh no.
You just did an impromptu rock or flop, and Rock the Country, it's a flop.
It's a
Bradley
hard
Gilbert,
flop.
We're getting a lot of bottle
didn't-
rocks in the comments.
Yeah.
You know what Bradley Gilbert looked like, and I saw the picture. He looks like if Alex the Terrible was more 90s.
Oh,
Yeah. He just had like a shirt off and just was like covered in tattoos.
it looks like there's also a lot of younger country hipster artists, like the pandering country for the young audiences. Yeah, I'm a cowboy, and they're like 19 from Fresno. That type of attitude. Yeah.
Dude, your dad owns the town. What do you mean you grew up on the back roads and your pickup truck?
That's the Kid Rock attitude. Kid Rock tried to pander like he was one of the people. His dad was an insanely rich car salesman. He grew up in a mansion. So that actually does match.
Also, by the way,
does.
Was he from Detroit or something?
Yes.
Not really the Midwest.
No, but he
Yeah.
flew that Confederate flag around because he knew how to pander. So
Yeah.
Uncle Crackle, my wife just popped in. Uncle Cracker is still around. Yeah, he hangs around Kid Rock.
Ooh.
Right? Also, think about this, and this we have to move on because we don't want to rag on this all day. Think about your favorite artist or band, especially band right now that's somewhat newer. Think about they'll probably never have a platinum album, but Uncle Kracker does.
Rude.
Yeah. I know it is rude. It's
Thanks,
true.
Luke.
It sucks, doesn't it?
It does.
Your favorite band right now may never get a platinum album, but Uncle Kracker knew how to pander and sell, so they got that platinum.
Ugh.
Yep. Should we move on? Chat, Steves,
Yes,
it's not that
please.
it's not that we're trying to ignore you. It's just I don't know how long we could fester and brood over something like this. Someone just said I'm ashamed to be an American. Oh, was this it?
Give me the people and to free my soul.
Yeah, that's like the thing. It's like I don't know what else to say. I think this sucks. It's not for me. I'm not interested whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke, do we have any happy things to talk about?
Please.
Let's move on to arguably it's the best first step towards big success. One Alex threw this in the group chat. Bandcamp took up the sword and said, you know what? Screw you guys, we're banning AI music. You know what, Bandcamp? Shall I read the quote? I want both of your thoughts too. I want to read part of the quotes. First of all, they posted their message on the Reddit for Bandcamp. That is the most Bandcamp thing to do, by the way. We'll just post it on our subreddit. Man, you are just right in the pocket of that. Today, in line with the goal, we're articulating our policy on generative AI. We want musicians to keep making music and for fans to have confidence that the music they find on Bandcamp was created by humans. So they're not hiding it or trying to play favorites on this either. Music and audio that is generated wholly or in substantial part by AI is not permitted on Bandcamp. Any use of AI tools to impersonate other artists or styles is strictly prohibited. If you encounter music or audio that appears to be made entirely or with heavily reliance on generative AI, please use our reporting tools to flag the content. So not only are they taking a step, they're making tools so that when you say, hey, this guy's using AI.
I just gotta say,
good.
I do. First of all, I love this. I'm glad that there's like at least one major player taking a stand on this type of thing. I just hope I do just have to hope though that there isn't like that there's some contingency that like people don't abuse that report. You know,
it'll probably go to like a holding. It'll probably go to a holding thing. Like someone has to check it.
Yeah.
Alex, you were the one that brought this to our attention when it dropped that day. Just yesterday, actually, I think yesterday morning or whatever it was. Your thoughts on Bandcamp finally being the first serious name, a bigger name to go, screw this.
I'm super proud of them, and I am super excited to see this. This is a step in the right direction. We've had so many steps in the opposite direction. It kind of started to feel defeating, like, dang, everybody's just going to start caving. So this was like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, there are still some big players who are willing to speak up and speak against AI, and I'm very, very happy to see that.
It is, and they made a clear statement with it too, like they have plans going forward. They said why. They're trying to make it very clear that they don't want to be a part of this. That's huge for a platform that depends on creators. AI music creators and the people scamming on that way, like sneaking songs onto Spotify and other people's artists. Bandcamp doesn't want anything to do with that, and Bandcamp relies on new music. So, like, they're ones that could benefit from AI scammers and make their cuts as well, and they don't want anything to do with it. So, good for them.
I love that.
It's the anti-Spotify attitude. We won't take money no matter what. We do want music to keep being made.
Well, and a lot of people still buy music from Bandcamp. It's obviously a little bit underground still compared to anything else, but a lot of people still do. And I hope this encourages them to do so more because we need to step away from a lot of these big guys that are, not playing
we are just able
correctly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like if we are just able to make it so people if people just like over time just go more to Bandcamp and other sites that are taking a stand against AI, then the sites that are still promoting AI or just at least like allowing AI music to still be on their platforms, I believe they'll follow suit. Because as soon as they start losing money, then they actually like listen.
I just highlighted a quote on the article from Stereo Gum. Deezer said in November, over 50,000 AI-generated tracks are uploaded to the app daily, 34% of its all-new music. So again, we talked about that last week too. That's how fast the AI slop is coming in music. And again, I can see why Bandcamp also doesn't want to be a part of that. They don't want to have to deal with all that mess. And yeah, artists, that's the other thing too. If you ever want to pre-order an album, check if it's available to pre-order on Bandcamp first, like a vinyl or something like that, because the band gets a bigger cut.
Oh, yeah.
So again, hats off. One more. Good job, Bandcamp. Good job for actually being the opposite of Spotify in many, many, many ways. Is that a good way to say it? I feel like that's a good way to say it. So, also, Bandcamp's a fancy way to support an artist. Yeah, see, other people know this too. Like King Gizzard, when King Gizzard dropped off streaming, they said, just check our Bandcamp. We have all 900 of our albums on there anyway. By the way, I know they don't have 900, but it's close. It's legit close at this point.
They'll end their career with 900 albums. We could probably like
that might be their goal. I mean, they still have a long ways to go too. So, I mean, like through the career, like the time they have, they're not old. So, moving on. Let's talk about this one, and it's not awful, but it's just weird that it happened because the news broke that from Jack Osbourne, probably the most reliable source on something like this, that the Back to the Beginning charity numbers were greatly inflated after the show happened. Why? Probably just to make the story sound better, but it was confirmed that it was just under 10 million, roughly about 9.4 in the quote, that was raised for charity, which is great. But they were saying over 100 million was raised for charity, which that's way, way more. And that's not true.
See, it's just like, I feel like maybe like did they just like calculate it wrong? Because I can't understand if it was for a PR reason to be like, oh, if we say we raised 100 million or something like that, that'll make it seem better. But then then this would be something that would inevitably come to bite you in the ass later down the line. I hate when companies do that because it's just opening the door for criticism.
It might have also been just something honest, like people were like misheard a number and were so amped about it because the event was so successful that they just ran with that number.
So what I heard was that Tom Morello announced that the event grossed over $190 million.
Okay.
And then he said, for the three charities. And so it got misconstrued. One was like a gross revenue number. And then the other one was actual charity number.
Profit,
not taking into consideration.
Proceeds is different from revenue.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Again, that's an honest, like you misheard the numbers and you misinterpreted them. That's not like misleading, but it's also just like it was misconstrued that there was everything went to charity, which is not true.
The frustrating thing though is because if it was misconstrued, I remember like reading the comments for a lot of reels that were reporting this. Like a lot of people were saying like, was there embezzlement going on, or were people like taking like cuts for themselves or something like? Especially because like the artists did that show pro bono. So yeah.
And there's a lot of finger pointing at Sharon for this, to which I say, shut up. It was nothing about that. People just like to hate on Sharon Osbourne.
Totally. And see, the thing was, someone said, we made $190 million or $150 million. Mm-hmm. And then someone somewhere said, oh, that was for charity. Like, it was honestly just, I think it seems like a really bad game of telephone.
Yeah. And again, that's at least understandable. And it's something that can be corrected. Yeah, it's odd that it happened that way for something so big. But at the end of the day, $9.4 million for charity. And we got to say the greatest farewell possibly ever for a metal musician. I don't know how it'll be topped again. So,
yeah.
Yeah, not even just metal, just a musician, really.
Yeah. When a concert makes like $90,000, a big concert makes $90,000 for charity, that seems like a big deal now. Because like bands and labels, especially labels and venues, Live Nation, they don't want to cut proceeds to give to charity. Ugh, peasants, that type of attitude. So this is a one-day event. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd be happy.
Like Yzma, what do you need again? Food? You should have thought of that before you became peasants.
Yes, exactly. We will always support Emperor's New Groove quotes here on the podcast and in the chat. Yes. One of my favorite comments is from my wife, pull the lever Kronk. So.
You get me.
We move on to something we all called on the podcast. This is something good. This is also something that will cost. And I don't know if money will go to charity or not. If the charity will be the charity of Lars's pockets. Metallica are almost done finalizing a residency at the Las Vegas Sphere.
I wish you had pulled the photos I've been seeing all day of just Lars's mug right there on the whole
I know
sphere.
exactly what you're talking about. And the memes will be horrific once the show happens. That's when it's going to be nuts because they'll have the big cameras inside, and like they'll have like the full 360 Sphere giant Lars head while he's playing. That's when it's going to be nuts. However,
it's just like the only visual they have during the show is just Lars face
cam. Oh yeah, that's what they want. I mean, that is a troll and a half right there, man. Oh man. Okay, you can come in, but you're getting the residency show. The first show, we're just testing out cameras on Lars's drum kit.
I hear about people who who take like hallucinogens and then go into like the show spheres. Imagine if that was like the only visual, you would be terrified.
See,
that is horrifying.
Yeah. And also like Metallica did Through the Never, and like they have cool visual stuff for their big one-off concerts. They'll do crazy stuff for this. Of course there's going to be idiot Metallica fans going on vacation to Vegas, tripping out, wasted and high off their minds before they get to the show.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal. They're going to make it 3 songs before Megs have to carry him away.
If they even make it to the venue, I've
That's
seen
true.
bodies strewn across the area leading up to the show because
It's
partied
Vegas.
a little
There are
And it's
Dude,
also it's Vegas. It's Vegas too, because this is
people are ODing on the streets all the time.
because people will travel for this. This is a vacation for them, and I get it. I don't know. We don't know what ticket price is going to be. I think Lars said they're like 90% done finalizing things. We don't have dates for anything like that. We all called it. We said Metallica's going to be there for it. There's no way they can't. This will sell out. I wish I could go. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. There's no way I can afford a ticket. I wish I could though, but it'd be great. But at the same time, be careful going. I mean that if you're gonna completely pregame your brain out, or if you're going and because you might sit next to someone who pre-gamed their brain out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's like babysitter for the guy next to you.
It sucks. I'll never forget this. Very unrelated. It's not a pregame story, but this is also, it proves a point. 2 years ago, I was shooting Ghost and my wife was there like in the crowd too. And my in-laws were there. It was a nice little group thing. It was fun. Anyway, I get back to my seat after shooting. The guy in front of us, they had to have been like older high school, smelled so bad that we could not enjoy the show. It was that rank. Like high school locker room BO in an outdoor venue where he kept protruding from him. That's how bad. The reason I say that, you might pay all that money for the Sphere and sit next to someone like that. That's not a good vacation.
I don't know. I'm like, if you're gonna pony up that dough for a ticket, please first buy some deodorant.
No, it makes sense though. You all your money. There's no way in hell you can afford a hotel on top of all that.
Is this where we set up our card table outside of the Sphere for Metallica Day with our rock deodorants?
We'll fit perfectly right in between the 2 hot dog carts. It's perfect.
No, not just the rock deodorant. We'll also have we'll rent out some of those like those portable showers that film productions have.
Yeah. Well. See, I don't think they'll go into that means they'd have to go into there. I feel like those get really gross because you have to clean them out every time. I am not doing that. I'll hand you deodorant all day, but
spritz you from afar
with a super soaker.
I'll
so you can stand like 50 feet away.
There you go.
I'll grab like a 10-gallon tank of water and a hose, and it'll be like, oh hey, give me $20, I'll hose you down or something like that.
The thing is though, security would thank us. They absolutely would be like, thank you. We were dreading this week, and you made it somewhat bearable. Thank you. Bless you. This is how we get tropical mustard to sell in the chat. Out at Vegas, though, they act hoity-toity when they're not. So I don't know if this would be the tropical mustard crowd.
Oh yeah, no, it's like Vegas is like one of the most trashiest cities in the country.
It is, but this is like a big fancy show at a multi-billion-dollar venue. Oh, so yeah, and I don't want to go to sell it at Rock the People because I don't want to go.
Metallica will sell their own brand of deodorant and call it Master of Pup Pits. That, oh, dude.
We have
Hell,
a badoom sound effect.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
do we? I'm just gonna find the golf clap. Hang
Ooh.
on.
Yeah. It wasn't
No
bad.
boo.
No, it wasn't
It was
worth
good.
booing.
It was a boo, which means it's good. Have you guys not learned me yet?
No, that was clever. That was clever.
Soap and cologne. Okay, if we might be asking too much for people to buy cologne, but at the same time, cheap deodorant. For the love of God, it's like we could have someone on the bullhorn going, "I could smell you from here." Cheap deodorant, like make it funny.
I'm honestly
Okay,
down
good
with your
marketing.
Super Soaker idea. We'll just fill it with our brand of body spray.
Ooh, fill it
Quick-
with hand
okay.
sanitizer.
Quick marketing question. What would the Metallica themed like scent smell like? Like, what's the
Oh,
theme?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Something Sandman, like a Sandman scent.
Oh, sandalwood.
Sandalwood for Sandman. There you go. Now you're thinking. See, now you're getting
Yeah.
there. I want to say something for Ride the Lightning. I'm off the top of my head though, so we'd have to sit down and look at track listings. But yes, they're there. You get what I
Yeah.
mean?
I was just gonna say tobacco, but whatever. I was in the
Tobacco!
wrong headspace.
You want it to smell like? Wait. Why would you want the deodorant smell? To
You're
also
adding
suck?
a stank on top of other stank.
Not like chewing tobacco. Like tobacco is a scent.
No,
that
I
they
no, I
sometimes-
get what you mean.
Does tobacco's scent smell good? The only time
wasn't thinking of
I smell it is
Metallica.
like when.
No, I know
I was
what you
thinking
mean.
of the fans.
The
I'm like,
fans, yeah. I'm just saying, well, you smell like BO. How about some fish scent? Raw fish. Maybe that'll help you.
Smell of cigarettes on top of it.
well, no.
Any-
See, tobacco scent, if you get it right, like in a candle.
Like the natural in nature on a tobacco farm, maybe. I'm just saying there might be better scents out there. To
There are.
sell.
That's
I
what I
genuinely
thought of
don't even
first.
know what that smells like. I have never been to a tobacco farm in my life.
They're big
Well, you're not
plants.
living.
You're-
I know them. But keep
What-
in mind, I live
what
in
a
the
weird
Northeast.
accusation.
They're not really around here.
yeah, I could see that not being down there in New York City. Like there's actual parts of Midtown in Manhattan, and then just one random tobacco farm, like a full
Yeah.
acre and a half.
Like every
Oh
three
yeah,
blocks.
no, it's
Duh.
no, dude, it's a famous holdout. They the plot of land. The owners have been offered tens of millions of dollars, but they never have taken it. It's
Huh.
insane.
Good for them. Good for standing up.
Yeah.
Tobacco as a note in cologne and perfume is actually quite nice. I just feel like there's better options.
See, that's what I'm saying, though.
Someone
Gretchen gets me.
someone in chat just said Saint Stanker. No. Goodness. Ugh.
I was thinking liquor, stale weed, and tobacco.
Ugh. College frat
Stale
house. Just
weed.
call the scent college frat house. That's what you're looking for right there. As we move on, this broke self-promoted from one of the most notorious metalcore singers. We're getting a documentary about Johnny Craig. I don't know if it's not fully self-produced, but he's had a big part of it. We don't know what's all going to be in it yet. We don't know what he will or won't cover about this. He does talk about his family. Johnny Craig documentary is not what I had in mind.
Dude, here's the thing. I like what you said. I don't think he is fully self-producing it, but he has
Right.
been very active in the creative direction of it. And keep in mind, chat, here's the thing. This guy has not just been kicked out of Dance Gavin Dance, but he's been kicked out of 2 or 3 other bands, all for the same reasons, drug abuse and sexual misconduct. People like to say that Tillian is the boogeyman of Dance Gavin Dance. In my opinion, Johnny is actually a worse human being. I'm not even mentioning this actual scam he did on eBay where he would
The
just tell
MacBook
people,
scam,
hey, yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, he would just list a MacBook on eBay for $500 and people would give him money for it. He would just never send it.
See, if this is him actually going into the nitty gritty and telling, admitting a bit of a confession in the documentary, I at least would respect it. I'll wait and see. I don't know how detailed he's going to go.
that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, even if he's doing the family aspect, I read about this not too long ago. I see his son in the on your screen. He and his girlfriend, they got their son taken away for a period of time by CPS
Yeah.
because they were deemed unfit parents.
Hard to argue. Yeah. So
Again, this guy is like, but by the way, too, the freaking face tattoos. Can you trust anyone with their face like that?
Jelly Roll has face tattoos, and everyone says he's the nicest guy, which you can see at Rock the Country. There, I tied it in.
Oh God.
Oh wait, at Rock the Country.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's been to jail, right?
For years.
He hasn't always been a
yes.
saint.
Yeah.
No, hasn't always been a
no,
saint.
but he's openly talked about his redemption and like how bad he was and stuff. He's what I would at least respect. For like, yes, I was a moron. I was terrible. Here's the things I tried to do to make it better. At least that I can get behind a little more than making a self-produced documentary. I've learned my lesson. Here's me at an arcade with my son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's part of the reason why I don't believe Johnny Craig is gonna try is on track to have like that same sort of redemption arc, because even like I see his like feed sometimes, or I see his like Instagram sometimes on my feed. He just seems always full of himself. He's always kind of like reminiscing about Dance Gavin Dance or just like that type of thing, and it's like he hasn't really like moved on from that.
Yeah, it's not great. We'll find out though. I'm curious. I'm not going to sit around and watch it, but I would be curious on the notes of it, if it is like confessional or if it's just, look at me now. I'm a misunderstood man with a family. I'm like, so
I seriously think that's going to be the direction, because again, he seems like still full of himself. If I'm being honest, that's the impression I get from him seeing his Instagram.
Right. So we shall see. In other positive news, because we're always looking for happy news on the podcast, while it may seem on part that Jay Weinberg has left suicidal tendencies after 2 years, it is for good reasons. Very good reasons, in fact. Not only is he expecting little baby, his first, with his wife, he also has his solo project and other things he's working on right now. It's a mutual happy blessings departure for Jay Weinberg as he works on other things. So I'm happy about that because he gets to call his own shots.
Mm-hmm.
So, very nice for something like that. Also in good news, no names, but one member of the podcast that rocked has been noticed that Taylor Momsen has the best abs on the planet. Well, the Pretty Reckless has absolutely doubled down and said, you all asked for it. Here's Taylor Momsen's abs workout playlist. And linked to it, along with these are two actual portrait photos of Taylor Momsen showing out the new Muscle and Body fitness cover. She's not on there, but she probably should be.
Are you still talking, Luke? I can't hear you.
Did you just hear me like
of these abs?
Did I just did I sound to you like the adults in Charlie Brown? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it
blah,
was
blah.
like when stuff gets really really loud and then it goes whee. And I was just singled in. I was like,
all right, I'm taking those off screen because I have to show this, but the actual image for the playlist is Taylor Momsen's abs for Taylor Momsen's ab workout. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Dude, I'm just seeing this out. It's interesting that like the first 5 songs are from her.
Yes.
You know?
Also,
those songs are so good.
Also, Soundgarden, Audio Slave, Rage Against the Machine. I'm already digging that. Eminem, AC/DC, DMX, NWA. Not all that I expected. Nirvana, The Beatles, Beastie Boys. There's a lot of hits that like you would think for a workout stuff. But then it ends with Seven Nation Army from the White Stripes. So, if you want to get Taylor Momsen abs, this is the soundtrack to pump you through it. Also, this is a long, you better be ready to work out. This is a long playlist.
I was going to say the actual routine is it's not doing any exercise or eating or changing your eating habits. It's just listening to the soundtrack.
1 hour, 45 minutes, 27 songs. If you want to have abs like Taylor Momsen, that's what she promised.
Yeah.
That's what I read into that. So, Rowan, have you seen Alex? She disappeared in a fog.
Sorry, are you guys still talking?
Like,
I know.
Alex is just screenshotting over and over again.
Dude, I have the internet. I don't have to screenshot.
Screenshotting.
Screenshot? What do you mean? You don't need the internet to screenshot. It's Windows Shift S. There you go.
I have the internet.
She can look it up at any time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know. But this playlist is pretty good. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about a playlist, right? Music. This is a music podcast. Yeah. So, we then move on to our standard stuff. And I want to see, while we have this graphic up, if Alex can talk about our upcoming concerts and tours and things like that. This will be her true test of professionalism. Alex, what concerts got announced this past week, along with tours and festivals, excluding Bottle Rock, because we did talk about that already a little bit.
So we did talk about Bottle Rock, so that one's cool all across the board there. One of the biggest ones that I know a lot of us are super stoked about, Avatar, announced a North American tour. This is going to be
a fun one. Yep.
a really good one. Flesh God Apocalypse and Frozen Soul. We've also got Rockfest. So this one's
correct?
I'm sorry?
Wisconsin, correct?
I don't know.
I believe it's Wisconsin. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead. Sorry, I derailed.
Yeah. No. You're good. I'm like, wait, where is it? For some reason, I was like somewhere else. But yes, I believe it's in Wisconsin. And a ton of great bands. Yes, it is in Wisconsin. Gojira, Limp Bizkit, The Offspring. The lineup is super fun. If you get a chance, check it out.
It's a pretty solid lineup. Even if I don't love everything on it, I would go because there's more than enough to make me happy.
Totally. Static X, Lacuna Coil. That'll be a lot of fun. John Mellencamp announced some new tour dates for 2026. So he's going to be hitting the road.
Your drunk uncle is going to be real happy.
Don't let him anywhere near the chili dogs and you'll be fine.
Goodness. That's just in general, not even with the concerts.
How do you eat a chili dog? Do not ask John Mellencamp.
Oh.
Yep, you're with me now. Five Finger Death Punch also announced a North American tour with Cody, Pink, and Eva Under Fire.
So we had a little comment section going in our group chat. We're worried about Eva from Eva Under Fire. We're worried that she's going to get a lot of inappropriate comments and at those shows from some of the customers and participants at that Five Finger Death Punch show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck, Eva Under Fire.
Good luck indeed. So
John Butler announced a North American tour. John Butler is a really fun, kind of more indie act out of Australia. We've got Five Finger Death Punch. I already said that one. Black Dahlia Murder, Behemoth, Sammy Hagar. Bush also announced a spring tour with Mammoth and James and the Cold Gun. And I think that's everything.
Okay.
So a good amount.
You survived the Taylor Momsen distraction speech. Were you just not looking at the screen? Because there's three Taylor Momsens on there right now.
You're trying to make sure she doesn't lose focus, and then you bring up like the cover of like this song, where you see her full back.
Yes.
Dude, you should buy the album and see what's inside the CD artwork.
What do you mean, Alex?
Oh, I don't know. I don't own it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't own it blown up above my bed.
Not above my bed. Weirdo.
Not 14.
Sheesh.
Rowan, we got some albums coming out on the 16th. What do you got for us?
First of all, symphonic metal band Edenbridge is releasing the Set the Dark on Fire. Of Sulfur, the deathcore band, is releasing their sophomore album, Endless. I listened to some of the songs that they've been releasing up to the release. It is good.
I've liked them
really
too.
Excited. Yeah. And I am super stoked for this one. Thrash Metal Legends Creator are releasing Crushers of the World. Honestly, ever since the turn of the century, it feels like they've been kind of getting more into just like straight up death metal rather than thrash. And honestly, I'm saying this as someone who grew up with Creator being like releasing that type of music. I think I actually preferred it when they went full death metal.
Interesting.
Am I the only? Yeah.
I just associate them more with thrash because they were the big thrash of Europe, you know?
Yeah,
the big four
they were
of
like
thrash of Europe. So
outside the big four, they were like second tier, you know, just like Exodus, Testament, whatever. And I like the 80s stuff, but like I also loved what was that one album? Gods of Violence. I liked that album a lot when it came out.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Good list of stuff. Anything else?
Right now, also too, this is a new band. I Promise the World is releasing their debut EP. They are a post-hardcore band, so think Converge, or even like, you know, we just mentioned them, early Dance Gavin Dance, like Downtown Battle Mountain type stuff. So again, I'm excited for that. I like both of those bands, so I'm gonna give that a listen.
Good promotion, good stuff. Okay, that's nice. Speaking of Converge, I chose that one for Song of the Week as they released their second single, the final track off their upcoming album, by the way. We Were Never the Same is the song from the album Love Is Not Enough. It's out right now. It's a fun one. It's loud. It's heavy and angry. This is good Converge. This is a new, refreshing style of Converge that we all like to be reminded exists. It's intense. I have to stop it, though, because I'm going to get copywritten struck. Check it out. I'll link to it in the comments and in the podcast notes. We got a couple super chats. Thank you to everyone super chats. You can still get them in right now if you're looking for that. We also got one membership renewal as the podcast one. Thank you so much. Krisher Down, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. From Ellie Yeats, we the people in all we do reserve the right to scream, what in the fresh hell is Shinedown doing playing at a freaking Kid Rock festival? Pardon the Alpha Kid Rock joke. Yeah, I think a lot of us said the same thing. Like, what? No. From Ledoozy, a lot of the festival looks like the halftime show that was attempted to counter this year's Super Bowl halftime show. Oh, the Charlie Kirk halftime show that's not going to happen anymore? Maybe. Ugh. To counter Bad Bunny? Yeah. We shall see what's going to happen. We did hit our like goal. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button, Steves. Steves, you've been great in the chat. Thank you so much. Alex and Rowan, are you ready to book some festivals?
Hell yeah, dude. I don't think anything can the main festival we spent like 20 minutes talking about.
We said the name a lot. I'm really hoping that name does not pop up while we're talking about it. Because sometimes it feels
Also,
like that
dude,
happens.
Isn't he one of the special ones where
Yes,
it's
he
like,
is.
we get this?
He ruins everything. That is correct. We still have qualifier ones that have never been hit, by the way. Good ones, too, like positive ones. So we shall see. Each week, when we hit our like goal and we get a certain amount of super chats, we play around a Festival Rock or Flop, where we book a random festival of 4 bands and ask the chat if we'd go. Steves, we're going to find out if this is worth it or not. Let's hope it is. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
I still see Converge's thing.
It's still doing that weird thing. Let me share the other one.
You can see it on YouTube.
Okay. Change stream. Entire screen. There we go. That would be why. You should be able to see my
There we go.
thing now. Da-da-da-da. All right. We're going to do Yeet Fest first. The established festival Yeet Fest still going strong in the heat of Australia. Hopefully it's calmed down a little bit there. It's not 119 anymore. Yeet Fest, band number 1. System of a Down. You got a good budget and you're
Great
working with a
start.
good crowd. There we go. If Sick New World does not happen, we hope it does, there will at least be Yeet Fest. Number 2, Baby Metal. Hey, also good at Sick New World. You know what? May have to go to Australia for it. That's fine. This is a good lineup so far. Number 3, Fall Out Boy. Different.
I'm loving this. I am freaking loving this.
Different tone, but it'll still sell a lot. And number 4 for Yeet Fest, Ice 9 Kills.
I am so going. This is like this is like probably one of the easiest ones I've had in a while.
Can't see a reason why I wouldn't go. Alex?
No, this is a good one.
If
God, this is a great one.
it's
honestly.
it's worth braving the Australian wildlife, where you just step outside and 20 insects try to kill you instantly.
We're in the Australian outback.
Yes.
Where kangaroo.
Oh
can,
yeah,
rip your
we're
face
just
off.
like you have to travel right to the main desert that no one lives in. Yes. Chat.
Yeah, no, seriously, you gotta find an Aboriginal and ask him for directions.
Steves, let us know. Would you go to Yeet Fest? Okay, going. This all works. Yep. Oh yeah. Ellie Yeet says yes for his own festival. Best festival you guys have created? Oh, that's high praise. We've created some pretty good ones. I'm in.
I feel like Baby Metal and System of a Down just alone is a great combo.
You had me at System and Baby Metal. You know what? Yeet Fest is a resounding success. See? Good things can happen on this podcast. Yay. All right. Then we go to Doozy Fest, which I do love saying. Doozy Fest sounds great. Just the name itself. Band number 1 for Doozy Fest, Incubus. Totally different vibe we had, but still worth it. That's fine. Number 2, can't do Fall Out Boy. Gotta get out of here. The crowd demands it. We'll replace any one of the bands with the next band. Okay, so if we get a crap band, we could replace it. We'll do it that way. Incubus. Bowling for Soup. That somehow fits with Incubus, and I don't know why.
It's just happy and fun.
Yeah, exactly. Peaceful. Yeah. Number 3, Def Leppard. And number 4, no! Goodness. We got In Flames.
Let's go.
So they're the heaviest for sure. We don't have to change anything. Do we want to remove one or not?
Ladoozy says keep Incubus.
Ladoozy says keep Incubus, so no matter what, we're keeping Incubus. Do we want to replace anything?
Yeah, Ladoozy, is there anyone you want to replace?
That's a good question.
It's your festival.
Like, I'm fine with this as is, even though some of it does feel a little ad hoc. Yes, my wife says Fall Out Boy really wants to perform. They want that money.
It's weird, but I still need to see Def Leppard. I can't believe I haven't seen them live yet. That would be a fun show.
So I shot that photo the same night when it was the Def Leppard Motley Crue double headliner. Thank God Def Leppard played first so I could leave.
So did you see Joan Jett, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Poison? Mm-hmm. And you just left for Crue?
Wait.
After 3 songs,
responded.
yes, I left. I'm
So
sorry?
Ladoozy responded, I'll swap out bowling.
Swap out Bowling for Soup, okay, if that's what you want. Replacing Bowling for Soup is Better Lovers. I'm up for it. That's just a me thing, though. So,
No, yeah, I like Better Lovers too.
Better Lovers, Incubus, Def Leppard. Who else was it? Drawing a blank.
In Flames.
In Flames. You're all over the map, but I'm going to Doozy Fest.
I don't know, I feel like Better Lovers is, I don't know, it's more in line with the other bands, at least compared to Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, maybe. Better Lovers would be the good rile up everybody band for the opener. So, then In Flames, Incubus, Def Leppard. I'd go. Alex? Rowan?
I'm not like super excited,
sure.
but there's no reason I wouldn't go.
Correct. That's a good way to say it, too.
Definitely. In Flames and Incubus are definitely the bigger pulls for me.
For sure. It'd be a good show. Solid. Better Lovers. Yeah, they do. Not a big fan of Def Leppard, Incubus, so I'm out with this one. Interesting. Yes. Yeses. Yes. Major upgrade. I'll go for the other 3. Okay, there you go. So you know what? Ladoozy says Incubus Def and In Flames is good for me, so if Doozy Fest, if Ladoozy is good with Doozy Fest, that's what matters. We now go to our last one, ours. This is the one for hitting the like goal. We'll name it after we get our bands. Band number 1 for our festival for the Steves. Blink 182. Judas Priest. Liking this so far. Poppy. Well, someone called their shot today. For those listening, Alex is wearing a Poppy t-shirt. And number 4, Wolfgang Van Halen.
Very all over the place, so what's the name here? I'm going, by the way, but like...
Yeah, I'm going to. Judas Priest, Blink 182, Wolfgang Van Halen, Poppy. I don't know what order they'll all play in. Judas Priest will headline for us, but...
Okay, I got a name. What do you guys think? Don't think about it, just go Fest.
Little wordy, but I get what you're going for. Yeah. Don't think too much, just go Fest. Yeah. This one works. Absolutely, yes.
Just go.
Okay. You know what? 100% in. I'm going. Everyone's call this one. We had 3 successful festivals and no garbage. No trash. I'm happy with that.
We didn't even have like one bad. We didn't have like one bad.
Yeah, we didn't have one where we all groaned at. That's a big deal. So you know what?
It feels like we at least have like one festival where we have like one questionable act.
Yeah, and even this one, like, there's nothing like, I don't know. There was nothing even like that for me. It's like there's like across the board. I was like, yeah, I'd go to all this. That's fine. Sure.
I think since we started so low at the very beginning of this episode, we had to end on a high note.
It's true.
Oh yeah, like the random bot decided to like just throws a bone.
Wow, when the random bot of over 200 bands and artists that does have trash, including some of the trash at the Rock the Country Festival lineup, does a better job. Not bad. So, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, especially all the Steves. We really appreciate you hanging out with us live. As I stop sharing, bam, bam. Thank you all for hanging out. We really do appreciate it. We love you, Steves. Thank you for behaving in the chat room once again and not turning it into a disastrous, hate-filled Reddit thread that sometimes the YouTube internet community can become. Alex, anything you would like to end with off the top of your head?
Nope.
Rowan, how about you?
Happy birthday to Vince Bennett, vocalist of the Acacia Strain. Love that band, and again, happy birthday to him.
Well, then happy. Very nice. There you go. Someone just said, quick, Gretchen, donate $10 again. Do not antagonize my wife by getting another terrible festival. She still wants a refund from the last time.
I mean, she kind of deserves it.
I don't know how to do it.
What do you mean you don't know how to do it? It's our show. You're her husband.
I don't. You want to look up how to refund a super chat? You go right ahead. YouTube's not giving back their money.
Okay. What if we just did, we just comp her the 10 and we just do a festival just for the hell of it?
See, you're playing with fire.
Really,
that could be just
also, by the way,
as bad.
it's like $10 to you, her husband. Like the $10, it's like she's paying herself a little bit.
You're not getting. The thing is, Venmo you. No, I'm not going to Venmo you, Gretchen, for that. But also, you're playing with fire. What if it's worse? It could. It could be worse. That's the problem. Then I made her twice as bad.
Just take her to another ghost show to make it up to her. Yeah, you wasted $10. Don't worry, I'll spend hundreds to get us into Ghost.
All's well. So.
Fair.
Thank you so much. I have one video on early access. Reminder that I will not be posting these videos until at least March to help fight the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube is really rough right now. You will get the videos, but if you want to watch them now, they're on YouTube membership and for Patreon for $2 a month. Not a video, you get a month. Working on the second right now. You'll have at least 5 videos before it's all said and done, before I start posting in March. Long form videos that I'm talking about. So right now on that, 10 bands that need to retire. Yep, it's exactly what you think it is, by the way. Also, on the Heavies channel, I made a video for them. I asked a Welcome to Rockville group page what the grossest things they've seen at Rockville was, and the funniest. Boy, did they tell me. That's on YouTube as well on the Heavies page. I'll link to that as well. It's a lot. Finally, thank you so much for hanging out. It's time once again to see if Alex can make us laugh with the dad joke of the week.
Remind me.
All right, you guys.
You laughed last week. So, Luke.
Okay.
Lock in.
I did not laugh at the joke. I laughed at the delivery where she kept repeating the punchline and then say, get it? That's what I laughed at. There is a difference.
Yeah, lock in. Lock in.
I'm fine.
No. It still counts. If it's part of my delivery,
I
it still
get
counts.
that wasn't part of the joke, though. You could have done that with any joke.
The delivery is half of the joke. I mean, imagine you go watch a comedian. All he says is he just talks a complete monotone. That takes out like half the fun.
There are comedians like that,
I'm with Alex
unfortunately,
on that
too.
one. Like delivery does count, which is why again,
all right.
you need to lock in.
Fine.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I heard they successfully tested the world's strongest suction cup. I'm not quite sure how they pulled it off.
It was okay.
I get it because it makes sense.
It's a groaner.
You didn't laugh though.
No, I did not laugh, but you know what? It made sense. Sometimes when I hear these jokes and I'm just left going, what?
I was thinking I was wondering if the punchline was going to be oh, it sucked or something.
I was thinking the same, but no, she had a good one with, I don't know how they pulled it off.
I don't know.
Also the delivery. Scientists have recently invented the world's largest suction cup. It took scientists to make that? Like in a lab? Oh, okay. Well.
No. It has extra suction power. That's why they can't pull it off.
Someone's throwing plungers.
So they suck.
Get it?
People
are laughing in the chat, though. People are actually giving legit laughs. Pulled it off, indeed. Double laugh. I was a sucker for that one. Oh, okay.
LMFAO Kiwi, whatever that means.
Kiwi!
Root, I need the vitamins.
You know what is a better joke? Kid Rock's discography. Well, yes. Those poor scientists. I like that research funds and grants from a university went to making a giant suction cup.
All right, guys. We spent $10 billion on this. That money was originally going to go towards ending world hunger and solving the crisis in the Middle East, but we decided actually to build the world's strongest suction cup known to man.
In the middle of the desert of New Mexico, there's just a giant floppy suction cup laying around wasted because they didn't have anything else to do with it after.
Yeah, it's next to Albuquerque.
Right? Yeah, it choked him up. Throwing hammers.
Yeah.
Throwing up eagle. Get it? No? What?
Huh?
Oh, so okay. Chat's starting to lose it.
You make no sense with your emoji choices, like the kiwi. What the hell does that have to do with anything?
Kiwi, vomit eagle. Boy, oh boy. The plungers at least made sense for what we were doing. Okay, Steve's.
Plungers make sense.
Steve's, we all have off weeks. It's fine. Illegal? Illegal. Illegal. Sick eagle. Illegal. I get it. Jeez.
It's a little bit clever, though, actually.
I don't know, man. It took that many explanations to actually get the point across. Ooh. Someone's throwing big satellite dishes. Oh, to look like suction cups. You know what? Fine. I'm fine with that.
I'm trying to think of what we could do with the suction cup. We can take it to the sphere. That's the only way it would.
Oh, to cover Lars's face when it's on there? Nope. No. Don't look at this, folks. Plop.
No. Wait. I'm thinking we put the suction cup over the sphere, and then with, 50 helicarriers or whatever, we just lift the whole thing up into the sky.
We could put that back in the New Mexico desert.
Bring the sphere to New Mexico.
I don't know. The sphere, just having the sphere in the sky would be sick, Because
isn't that a Journey song?
Sphere in the sky. Probably. That sounds like a Grateful Dead song, to be honest.
I gotta ask, if you're in the sky, does that count as international waters or just international area?
No. Air, because you got to think about airspace, because when you're flying through airspace, that still counts as where you are in the country.
Oh, okay, cool. So I can't commit a crime if we're in the floating sphere.
Thank you for the podcast that rocked. If any police officer listening, no, you're not.
I don't know these guys. I've never seen them before in my life.
Exactly. Thank you, Steves, very much for hanging out with us as we fade away. We will see you next week. We'll have more content for you soon. We're working on other special little things as well. Have a great week as I look for the right button to fade away. Remember, remember to make sure to use your giant suction cups appropriately if you have one.
Why would you have one?
I don't know. Well, scientists apparently are making them, so someone has one.
I don't have one. Illegal.
Okay, we'll end with this one from Heavy Metal Joker. Why do chicken coops have 2 doors? Because if they had 4 doors, they'd be chicken sedans.
Boo!
You can't laugh after the boo. You kind of called it off then.
Dad joke. They're all boos.
Got that right. Ugh.